Hey guys, Solano here from PlayToEarn.net. Today's video is another episode of our weekly news series where I'll be talking about major news that happened in the PlayToEarn gaming scene this past week to give you a recap. This is going to be another long video with the amount of news, so without further ado, let's get started. To start off our list, STEPN set to provide more earning options for members through its third realm. STEPN has announced its plans to create a sustainable ecosystem with multicultural experiences by introducing its third realm. In an AMA session held on May 28th, the Move to Earn game has provided insight into what players can expect for the upcoming update. The third realm is designed to improve gaming coverage and will serve as a separate server, hosting a fork of the game. This will allow users to have access to the same game but through a different server. Realms will provide a way for users to distribute energy from Shoes and GMT, the game's governance token, across different networks. But this does not include in-game utility tokens like GST, which are separate per realm. The price variations per realm will add another layer of market dynamics, allowing players to strategize how they earn GST and GMT depending on the realm. Up next, Pegaxy releases new roadmap. The Pegaxy team recently announced a new updated roadmap of what may potentially come out for the rest of this year as well as for the first half of 2023. Corey Wilton, the chief marketing officer of Pegaxy, posted a video where he covers some of the upcoming features on the roadmap. He does say that anything is subject to change and that they can release things not included in the roadmap. One of the first features slated for this quarter is lobby selection, where players will be allowed to choose which racetrack they want to race on. This allows players to use their Pegas on a track best suited for them to get a higher chance of placing top 3. This update is set to be implemented on May 31st together with an improved marketplace, genetic fusing, new fusing costs, and new breeding chances. But one of the most anticipated features players are looking forward to is the first skill-based gameplay mode. This mode is slated for a Q3 release, and a leak shows a glimpse of it where players will actually be able to control their own Pega in a 3D racing mode. You can check out the video for a more detailed breakdown. Up next, Axie Infinity integrates minigames to boost earning. Axie Infinity is currently working on adding minigames to increase revenue. These sub-games can offer short-term tournaments with a prize pool. These new games come out at a time when SLP prices are low and the reward system is receding. One of these planned minigames is called Across Lunasia. This is a minigame that incorporates Axie characters and mimics their NFT appearance from the original game. The link is only available through an exclusive Discord channel and exclusive access to all Axie owners with events, a Discord chat, and a reward pool. Sky Mavis anticipates more development on the Ronin blockchain, including sub-games and events that also burn SLP. Games may also request an SLP burn in order to use apps or participate in tournaments. Axie Origins is also working on fixes before the global mobile launch, with the game closing until all upgrades are done. Origins has yet to announce earnings, but it is expected to have a similar model to Axie Infinity after Q3 of 2022. And in more Axie news, Sky Mavis reveals the accepted user-created games for Axie Infinity in its Builders program. The Sky Mavis Builders program is a project created to introduce user-created content into the Axie Infinity ecosystem. It is a way to compensate community developers who have played pivotal roles in the growth and expansion of the ecosystem through the development of gaming tools and experiences on the platform. For the first batch, 2,000 applications were received. Out of these 2,000, 12 projects were accepted into the Builders program. The 12 projects are Enter the Dungeon, Defenders of Lunasian Land, Axie to the Moon, Hungry Axie, Axiology, Lunasia Cup, Run Axie Run, Axie Pop, Axie Infinity War, Axie Brawl, Mech Infinity, and Across Lunasia. These projects will receive several benefits, including a minimum $10,000 grant in AXS, support from the Sky Mavis teams, exclusive access to tech integrations such as Ronin single sign-on and Ronin wallet transactions, and promotion of their project by Sky Mavis to the community. They will also be allowed to incentivize their game using the Axie Infinity intellectual property with no limit, with a revenue share model to reward the builder while supporting in-game rewards for players. Up next, Illuvium announces details of their upcoming land sale. The land sale began on June 2nd at 1 PM UTC and will end on June 5th at 1 PM UTC. The official Illuvidex marketplace for Illuvium will host a sale of 20,000 plots. There will be 5 tiers of Illuvium land, with the higher tiers representing increased rarity and higher resource generation. The rarer the land, the more fuel it can produce. Additionally, Illuvium allows NFT landowners to earn up to 5% of total in-game revenue. Tiers 3 and 4 also have rare landmarks that boost resource production, and Tier 5 has a legendary arena that will host official Illuvium esports tournaments. Every R, 278 new plots will be available for purchase for 2 Rs. Tier 1 to 4 lands will be sold via a Dutch auction and can be bought using either ETH or SILV2. Tier 5 lands will be sold in an English auction format and can only be bought in ETH. Up next, Gala Games votes to add Eternal Paradox into its ecosystem. After a majority vote of Founders Nodes operators voting in favor of it, Eternal Paradox, a turn-based RPG, has officially become part of the Gala Games ecosystem. Before a game is included in the Gala Games ecosystem, it is customary that the game passes through a voting process involving the Gala Founders Nodes operators. The agreement between the games and the ecosystem upon their inclusion consists of distributing up to 8% of all the game's NFTs or tokens to the active Founders Nodes at minting. For a game to be considered, it must win in a simple majority. The owners had 24 hours to vote, and 98% were in favor of having the game accepted. Eternal Paradox is a hybrid 4X RPG game that follows the standard 4X basics, which are explore, exploit, expand, and exterminate, while also combining RPG-style turn-based combat. The Eternal Paradox team is looking to launch the game by the end of 2022. Up next, Microsoft boss says Metaverse will play a vital role in the future of the industry. With the Metaverse being one of the most discussed subjects in recent times, several prominent individuals have stated their position on this subject, the latest of which is Marian Janik, head of Microsoft Germany. While speaking at the Hanover Fair, the accomplished administrator stated that the Metaverse would play a key role in the industry in the future. According to her, the corona pandemic revealed how significant virtual interaction could be with the necessary innovations that became very popular during this period, such as the home office and other variants of the newly organized work model. She believes that many companies have had to create a structure for virtual interaction which remains to date. To her, this is an industrial metaverse. She also highlighted that the industrial metaverse provides opportunity for accomplishing tasks that used to be done physically with more effort. Marian Janik's stance on the metaverse and its potential reiterate the different viewpoints of individuals about the subject and its future. Up next, Golden Bros postpones grand launch by 2 months. The development team of Golden Bros has been releasing info about the game for a while now, and if the roadmap is followed, the launch was scheduled for the end of this month. But in a recent announcement, Golden Bros said its grand launch will be postponed for 2 months, now expected on July of 2022. According to the team, they would use the period before the newly scheduled launch to make consistent updates to the gameplay while improving the token balance to ensure that the wait is worthwhile for members of their ecosystem. The updates include an improvement to user experience by eliminating bugs and fixing issues like blackouts, green screens, and transfer errors. They will also be introducing more content such as equipment, action parts, and collection cards alongside the addition of 10 global languages. The team also reassured everyone that its infinite durability benefit of early access, which is ongoing, will be continued during the additional 2 months period, and that they will continue to balance out the mining structure to retain the value of users' NFTs. Up next, Planet Sandbox Testnet is now live for its PlayToEarn NFT-Powered shooter game. In a recent announcement, Planet Sandbox confirmed that the testnet for their PlayToEarn shooting game is now free to play for all interested participants. To celebrate the testnet launch, Planet Sandbox will host a massive gaming prize event for its dedicated players. Participants in the testnet launch can familiarize themselves with Planet Sandbox's platform while also monetizing their experiences ahead of the game's new economic model and mainnet launch. The game offers 2 main game modes. First is the shooting mode, where players can compete against others using NFT-powered weapons. Under this mode, there are sub-modes like Battle Royales, Zombie Defense modes, and more with different rewards for each. And the second mode is a building mode, where players can purchase virtual land and customize it to host shooting events. This will enable users to configure their gaming environment, customize their gameplay, and personalize their interaction with other players. Planet Sandbox will allow users to create unique game formats that they can play on their own land. The launch of the testnet indicates that the main game could be in its final stages. Up next, League of Kingdoms kicks off Drago Genesis sale event. The developers of the MMORTS blockchain game have officially kicked off the Drago Genesis sale event, which will be divided into 3 rounds. The sale started off on the game's website via the Ethereum network with the whitelist round, where whitelisted users had 24 hours from May 30th to pick 2 Drago parents and then breed them in order to mint a Drago egg. This egg can be traded, but it can also be hatched straight away. Next is the guild round, lasting from May 31 to June 1. And after that, it is open to the public, where everyone will have a chance to mint their own Drago NFT starting from June 1 and lasting 7 days until June 8th. The breeding cost varies depending on the type of Drago parents you pick. 2 regular parents will cost 80 Loca to breed, while 2 legendary parents bump up the cost to 400 Loca. Loca is the game's governance token. A Drago can be bred up to 7 times and consists of 7 body parts: the head, body, wings, eyes, legs, horn, and tail. For more info on Genesis Dragos, you can check out the official Medium developer post. Up next, the Sandbox announces a prize pool of 1 million mSAND for Snoop Dogg avatar holders. The Sandbox recently announced an event exclusive to Snoop Dogg avatar holders. During this event, members of the Doggies Club will be sharing a prize pool of 1 million mSAND. According to the statement, this event will last for 4 weeks, and the Sandbox contest page will be updated with a new event each week for the duration of the project. Snoop Dogg avatar owners are invited to participate, show off their avatars, and enjoy in different experiences each week. All participants in each week's event will be sharing the weekly prize of 250,000 mSAND, which after the 4-week time frame has elapsed will amount to 1 million mSAND total. The events will start on the 3rd of June. Here are the events slated for the following weeks. To participate, holders of Snoop Dogg avatars must connect to the Sandbox account holding their avatar. After doing this, they are eligible to participate in the events by visiting the dedicated experience and having maximum fun. The Sandbox has also declared that there will be no raffle draw to benefit from the prize pool during these events. Instead, every participant will be in line to get their rewards. Up next, Alien Worlds is set to host Galactic Hubs Hero Awards from the 3rd of June. The Alien Worlds Galactic Hubs Hero Awards presentation will commence today when this video is posted on the 3rd of June. The award is to honor the leaders of Alien Worlds who contributed a lot to their communities. The awards will feature 3 categories, which are Most Helpful, Best Enterprise, and Best Service. The winners will receive notable prizes including 5,000 Trillium and a unique NFT award. Each category will take place on different dates. Today, on June 3rd, is for the Most Helpful Award, the Best Enterprise is on June 10th, and the Best Service Award on June 17th. The core team nominated the candidates and they maintained that the process was fair, transparent, and entirely objective. Future awards nominations may become fully decentralized and free from the team's influence, giving more power to the community to choose their heroes. The voting process will take place on Consortium, a Wax-based dApp. To participate, you must have access to the Wax Cloud or Anchor wallet and possess TLM tokens. The voting will continue till the final day of each award. Every Tuesday, it will be live on Twitch, with an additional event every Friday. If you're liking this news list so far, remember to check out our website and news section to be updated with everything about blockchain gaming. Now let's get back to the video. Up next, Ember Sword plans to schedule a month-long campaign in June. Ember Sword is set to introduce several competitions in June to keep its community engaged in anticipation of its launch. The prizes for the month-long event include 20 plots of Solarwood land. The June campaign is themed Ember Sword's World, which relates to the lore and story of the project. According to the announcement, each week of June will bring a different competition to be announced on the game's social media pages. By completing tasks scheduled for the week, participants can win raffle tickets alongside the prospect of winning Solarwood land plots by finishing in 1st or 2nd place. Each week after every competition, 2 winners will be chosen alongside the opportunity of earning up to 20 raffle tickets. The raffle tickets will add up for the end of the month, allowing participants who do not win any competition to win from the remaining 12 plots of Solarwood land. These lands are selling for a little above 0.1 ETH on the Polygon network, but the Ember Sword team plans to move on to Immutable X for gas-free trading. Up next, Village Studio secures $2.3 million for NFT-based cross-game Playken avatars. The round was led by Animoca Brands with participation from Venrex, Angel Hub, K3, and Winzo, as well as angel investors such as Jas Purwal and Phil Mansell. Village Studio will use the capital raised to make key hires and begin developing the platform and games. The company's goal with the Playken avatar platform is to fix issues of interoperability in Web3 games. Playkens are tradable game avatars dressed in NFT wearables. According to the company, each wearable will have its own set of features that can be used in a variety of games. Village Studio did not specify which games would be compatible with its avatars. While the company's primary goal is to pre-sell its own NFTs, they will also focus on sustainability. This will be achieved with no proof-of-work blockchains, no pump-and-dump Ponzinomics, and repeatable and affordable spending options for players. Up next, OnlyFans founder announces Zoop NFT trading card platform for celebrities. Tim Stokely, the founder of OnlyFans, is launching Zoop this summer with RJ Phillips, another OnlyFans executive. Zoop is a decentralized NFT trading card platform launching on Polygon. With Zoop, users can buy, sell, and trade 3D NFT playing cards of their favorite celebrities. According to Zoop, the limited edition digital cards will be officially licensed, and the team is gaining more licenses from certain celebrities and influencers due to their partnerships with media enterprises. RJ Phillips, Zoop's founder and co-CEO, stated that this platform will assist customers in the buying and auctioning of playing cards. He further said that Zoop could be a win for celebrities and models because it will provide new ways for them to interact with their fans and clients. For its initial drops, Zoop plans on distributing 500 cards per influencer with long-term plans to launch their own token. Users can purchase these cards through a Dutch auction method. People who want to participate in the pre-launch have the option to buy a priority pass. The founders chose to launch Zoop on the Polygon blockchain because of its low transaction costs and long-term viability. Up next, Vulcan Forge launches Vulcan Runner V3. In a recent tweet, Vulcan Forge announced the launch of Vulcan Runner V3. The tweet shows some gameplay footage and states that the new version is stuffed full of new features and bug fixes. It also mentions that this game is the next title in line in the Vulcan Forge ecosystem to include ability to earn XP and then lava afterwards, the earnable token that will be available in all Vulcan Forged games. Vulcan Runner is a 3D endless runner made in Unreal Engine 5. You'll need either the Frenzy Monthly Pass or the Frenzy Infinity Pass to actually earn lava from the pools once it's enabled in the future. The Frenzy Monthly Pass costs 2 Pyre per month, the utility token of the gaming platform. Alternatively, you can also opt for the Frenzy Infinity Pass, which costs a one-time fee of 10 Pyre and gives you all the perks forever. Each game that is part of the Frenzy system has an entry fee of 1 lava per game. Every playthrough costs 1 lava, whether players win or lose. Those who manage to rank top 50 in the leaderboard for that day will win a share of 50% of the lava from all users paid enter. But even if you don't have the Frenzy Pass, the developers have stated previously that there will be a small amount of lava per day per game for free-to-play gamers to win in the top 50. Up next, Splinterlands initiates Validator node sale. Splinterlands has begun its plans of embracing a completely decentralized business plan. The past May 25th, the company started auctioning its validator nodes to the public. This uses a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism which gives whoever stakes the highest number of SPS tokens a greater chance of becoming a validator node. This approach will reduce inflation because 80% of the tokens gathered from this sale will be burned right away. The remaining 20% will be added to the DAO, which will allow players to coordinate DAO funds. The sale will happen in batches, and the number of tokens needed to purchase a node license will increase after every 1,000 licenses purchased. The sale is accessible through the game's website and is open to all validators to download and transact for free. Eligible node operators will earn 375,000 SPS tokens per month, while the remainder will be shared equally amongst other validators. Up next, L'Officiel and the Sandbox are set to collaborate on diverse Web3 projects. The French fashion and luxury media company L'Officiel is partnering with the Sandbox for a series of Web3 ventures. These include land purchases in the space, a magazine based on the Metaverse, and the launch of a Web3 social function called MetaMonth. The chief Metaverse officer of AMTD Group, Benjamin Emir, and the Sandbox founders Arthur Madrid and Sebastian Bourget have curated a unique land space for L'Officiel in the Sandbox named Fashion Dune. The space features Mars-inspired aesthetic with gigantic historic covers of the Paris-born magazine. This virtual space will serve as a digital open-air theater that will commence operations in September of 2022 through a group of fashion and cultural exhibitions. The Sandbox duo would represent the start of the upcoming magazine cover. There will be an exclusive interview where they would provide insight into their Metaverse and Web3 journey. On May 26th, at the 2022 Cannes Film Festival, L'Officiel's MetaMonth took off by the Let's Mint the Party event. It is a social celebration of Web3 that attributes 32 in-language websites, print editions, and exclusive virtual and IRL events. This event marked the inception of the partnership between the two corporate bodies. Up next, Lympo launches a new token to power its GameFi ecosystem. Lympo, a subsidiary of Animoca Brands, recently announced the launch of a new ERC20 token called Sport. This will replace the old Lympo utility token following the security threat earlier this year. Around 2.5% of the total sport supply will go to Lympo's treasury to increase the user base of the ecosystem, and DAO principles will govern all the activities. The ecosystem will include sport integration into the upcoming Basketball Manager game, which they hope to launch later this year, and chess games in partnership with the best chess player in the world, Magnus Carlsen, and the Play Magnus Group. Lympo LMT tokens will become an in-game player-earned currency by changing their utility. Any current holder of LMT tokens who has been holding before the incident of security threat on January 10 of 2022 will be able to claim their sport tokens in a ratio of 1-to-1 via the official Lympo website. Up next, Cryptomon raises $10 million for its play-to-earn game. Cryptomon, the living NFT-powered play-and-earn gaming project, has raised $10 million in a Series A round led by NFX, with participation from Play Studios, Griffin Gaming Partners, Tal Ventures, and Vikram Pandit. The company plans to use the funds raised to advance the game, focusing on the next stage of gameplay implementations, which includes a combat system. The funding round follows Cryptomon's successful Stage 1 game launch in early 2022, fueled by 2 mystery box sales on the Binance NFT marketplace. Cryptomon's progressive community growth has grown to nearly 500,000 followers across its social feeds since the start, generating $13 million in NFT transactions in less than 5 months. Founded in 2021, Cryptomon was formed by a team with blockchain, gaming, and financial backgrounds. Cryptomon utilizes blockchain, digital genetics, and location-based technologies to create the evolution of crypto and metaverse gaming. The game runs on the Ethereum blockchain and allows players to collect and train digital pets known as Cryptomon. Players can also discover NFTs, Kmon tokens, and in-game additions through monthly augmented reality treasure hunts. Up next, Twitch streamer Asmongold talks about NFTs in video games. The famous Twitch streamer Asmongold, who is known mostly for playing World of Warcraft, recently talked about pay-to-win games and NFTs in one of his latest streams in front of 150,000 viewers. This was while he was watching a video covering the pay-to-win aspects of Blizzard's free-to-play MMO action RPG, Diablo Immortal. He went on to describe that just as how pay-to-win games slowly became the norm as developers started to increasingly incorporate microtransactions over the years, so too will NFTs over time. He also said that NFTs in a lot of ways do fundamentally change the game mechanics in the same way that pay-to-win does, but people can usually exist in a scope outside of pay-to-win if they choose to. NFTs affect every single player in the game, so that's why NFTs are much different in that way. Up next, NFT-based football game Cyball is set for launch on Solana. The team behind Cyball recently announced that the game is built on a multi-chain environment and will be launched first on the Solana network, followed by other networks. If you don't know about Cyball, it is a football-inspired game where players are collected, traded, and mentored within the game as NFTs. These players are called Cyblocks, which users put in teams to compete with other players. The game features several Cyball game modes, including PvP Exhibition, League, Tournament, and PvE Training mode. The in-game token CBT is ERC20 and BEP20. Players can earn CBT by competing in PvP modes, performing various activities in the ecosystem, and through Cylones. CBT serves as the primary token of transactional activities. The roadmap covers events such as ecosystem release, game MVP launch, token economy, ecosystem updates, gameplay updates, infrastructure updates, and token economy updates. The game is set to launch later this year. Up next, Fractured Labs releases trailer of its upcoming play-to-earn game titled Decimated. Decimated is a multiplayer game that Fractured Labs has been building for years. With more than 80,000 views on YouTube, the trailer shows Decimated in its pre-alpha mode, featuring 3 classes with unique abilities, grenades, hovers, and AI. The game is a multiplayer third-person combat sandbox built on top of Unreal Engine 5. It will run on blockchain technology to ensure that item trading is immutable. The game's token, DIO, will also have a fixed supply to prevent hyperinflation due to repeated playing. The trailer shows a post-apocalyptic planet where the game is set in. Players can choose various roles like ordinary citizens or cyborgs, and use their characters to hunt enemies, loot resources, repair military vehicles, build bases, and capture territories. Fractured Labs is a team of Unreal Engine software developers who develop AAA video games for console, PC, and mobile. The company has headquarters in Tallinn, Estonia, but the team works in clusters in several countries including Russia, Italy, Argentina, Brazil, and Portugal. Up next, Decentraland launches Link to Wearables feature to promote interoperability across virtual worlds. To further improve the user experience in its metaverse, Decentraland has implemented a feature called Link to Wearables to foster the interoperability of virtual spaces. This feature allows users to bring in their third-party non-fungible apparel into the virtual sphere of Decentraland. With interoperability being one of the many challenges the metaverse faces, Decentraland addresses this challenge through its feature, allowing items to be transferred across the boundaries of their virtual sphere. This allows users to travel different virtual worlds and still retain possession of their other virtual collections. Decentraland will not charge any fee to its community for this feature. The main objective is to strengthen the universal metaverse community and spice up the dream of having an interconnected metaverse. It would also boost new communities for users to bring their NFTs to Decentraland. Creators who want to use this feature must get approval from the game's DAO by submitting a proposal first. The community can also vote on which creators they want accepted. Up next, Cronos introduces Cronos Play to enhance the quality of play-to-earn gaming. Cronos has released a software development kit in partnership with ChainSafe Gaming to fast-track the development of play-to-earn blockchain games and allow easy access to these games by enthusiasts and players. Blockchain gaming is still relatively new, which makes it difficult for game developers to determine the appropriate tools for its creation and operations. Even players would need extensions or specific apps before gaining access to their games. Several blockchain systems have released SDKs to solve this problem, promoting quality product creation and user satisfaction. Cronos is one of them. The Cronos Play SDK hosts tools that can support top gaming builders like Unity Engine and Unreal Engine. It also supports the C++ programming language, which is popular amongst engineers. This move excludes the need to learn a new language and instead allows developers to focus on building games with unique and amazing features. This move will also allow Unity game developers to integrate play-to-earn features with their games and raise the bar that traditional gaming developers may not meet in years to come. And lastly, Japan's Akatsuki announces $20 million Web3 fund. According to a press release from Akatsuki, a Japanese entertainment and gaming company, the fund, dubbed EMOOT, will support startups working on projects in GameFi, NFTs, and the Metaverse. The company has a track record of investing in crypto-related projects, having backed more than 20 early-stage companies, including the STEPN. The company's investment focus is 50% in Asia and 40% in the United States. The company's investment focus is 50% in Asia and 40% in the United States, with the remaining funds going to other regions. The firm will also focus on collaborating with Japanese entertainment and media companies. Emoot has a three-pronged strategy for focusing on Web3 in Asia. Emoot's funds will first support projects with the potential to transform the entertainment, media, and lifestyle fields with Web3 technology. Emoot examines the following three areas in order to fully comprehend this: token-based Web2 applications like STEPN, Web3 IP creation like Bored Ape Yacht Club and ApeCoin, and NFT and the digital fashion industry. Shown by NFT items in games with popular appeal, Akatsuki also wants to indulge in projects that have the potential to be useful within the Metaverse. And that's a wrap for this week's News Day. What are your thoughts about the news I talked about today? Let me know in the comments. I'll be back same time next week to give you another weekly recap. And for more info on everything about blockchain games, check out our website at PlayToEarn.net, where we have the largest database of games that have all the info you need. That's it for today. See you next video.